What's going on? Good to see you. What's happening? Yeah, I'm just trying to get everybody on this live stream. We're going to get started here in a minute. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, what's going on, John? Thanks for tuning in. I'm just trying to get this live stream tweeted out so we can get everybody on here. We can get this thing going today. Let me see. Hey, if you all could, while you're on this live stream, if you all could tweet this out and let everybody know that we're going live. I'm trying to get as many people as on here so I can answer these questions and talk about how to get an entry-level IT job, because I get asked this question all the time. So I figured we'll take some time to talk about it. What's going on, Elijah? Thanks for tuning in. What's happening? What's up, Too Casual? What's going on? What's going on, David Santos? What's up, Mikhail? Good vibes, darling. Definitely. I definitely could use some advice. Hey, I got you. Yeah, let me get this live stream tweeted out and all this good stuff, and then let's see. If you all can hit this like button, and share this live stream out, we can get this thing started here in a minute. Let me see. All right, I'm going to get this added on my Twitter real quick. Copy link. Looks like people are getting online. That's what's up. I appreciate y'all hopping on. And please hit that like button, share the link out. I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody taking time throughout their day so we can hop online and talk about how to get an entry-level IT job. Hey, who's ever tuning in, if you could do me a favor while you're sharing this link out, I'm adding it to my Twitter now. If you could let me know like a location so I can let you know how I would go about in your location looking for a job. So what I'm going to do is basically give you an example of a resume format, a good resume format. Then we're going to talk about different websites that you should be doing job searching on and how to approach that. So if you all could, share this link out and then let me know a location real quick. Whoever would like to share their location or just give me a random location so we can talk about how I would go about looking for jobs in your location. Hey, Dylan, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I'm just doing my part, Los Angeles. Okay, so since John was the first one, and New Jersey, we'll do Los Angeles, New Jersey. Those are the two locations we'll be talking about. So what I'm going to do, we're going to start with, let's see, we got Bloomington, Indiana, too. So let me write these down real quick before I forget. Cincinnati, shout out to Ohio. I'm from Canton. Shout out to Baltimore, too. So, but the first people on was Los Angeles. Let's do New Jersey. I need specific locations. So Los Angeles is more specific. So I'm going to take Los Angeles. I'm going to take New Jersey. And then let's see, I'll pick another one. Let me say with somebody from let's do Bloomington, Indiana. Since that's a small town, we'll do Bloomington, Indiana. So we're going to do Los Angeles. And then we're going to do New Jersey. And then we're going to do Bloomington, Indiana. I don't even know how big Bloomington is, but I bet it's not as big as Los Angeles and New Jersey. So we'll just start with that. All right. So my question is, or let's just say this. Say you have no experience. You're either fresh out of high school, not even college. Because college, I believe, you can get an internship. So let's say you're fresh out of high school or you just got your A+ or whatever, and you want to get an entry-level IT job. The first thing I say do, and this is just me, if I was in your shoes, besides, joining like the military, Coast Guard, or an organization like that will get you trained or going to college, what I would suggest doing is volunteering. Not sure if you have a church, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, let me think of another. Even a local PC shop in your area, volunteer there to work for free and see if they'll train you up. A lot of small PC shops need people to wipe drives, to do images, to do backups, just to do inventory or whatever. That will be a free experience that you can do on your resume. So what I would do if you can't find a job, so the first thing I would do if you're having trouble finding a job is volunteer work. So whether you're in the church, you're if you're in school, volunteer in your labs or wherever. Um, or you can even, if you build computers now, you could post links on, you could post a post on Craigslist and start using that to generate income for one and generate proven experience that you had a small business repairing and building PCs for people, because people still will pay to do that. Not as much as in the early 2000s, but you can still do that. That's one way to get experience. Now, if you're looking to get networking experience, well, you can start with your own home lab, set up your own wireless network with different VLANs or whatever. Um, you can start there and then maybe do your friends, maybe do your moms, maybe do your cousins, and just building out experience on how to set up small wireless networks or home networks. That's some experience that you can actually use, you know, to put on your resume. And just be honest, say, hey, I got my A+, I'm looking for a job to get in the field. So just start there. Next thing, besides, getting that, the next thing that I would do is I would take a look at my resume. So I'm going to give you a sample resume. I'm going to take, let me see, let me get this resume up real quick. And I'm going to show you how I would format it. And then we'll just go from there. I'm setting up this screen real quick, just a moment. Let's see. Setting up this stream. Well, I'm setting up this resume so you all can see it. Okay, let's transition. So what I would do is I would take a resume. This is the resume format that I would use. And so I would have my name, my location where I'm from, whether you're from Los Angeles, New Jersey, Bloomington, Indiana, your phone number, and your email address, and then the job title that you're seeking. So if you want to be, let's say, um, entry level help desk, you will put whatever job title that you're seeking. If you want to be in a NOC or a network technician or something like that, you will put that in your job title here. Right now, I just have entry level technician, and then your summary of qualifications. That's when you will start listing the knowledge that you have. So if you went to school and you had different classes like A+, Sec+, you would list those there in the summary of qualifications. And then the certifications, if you do have your A+, you would list that there. And then the professional experience, you would list if you have volunteer work, if you've done some small jobs, if you were on different contracts, if you had previous jobs, you will list that under the professional experience. And if you don't have that, just say something like seeking experience. Or, fresh out of high school, not fresh out of high school, but just say newly graduated, seeking experience in that section. And then your education. If you have your high school diploma, and then if you have your GED or whatever you may have, and then continuing education if you have, like your bachelor's or whatever, or you took a boot camp or something like that, you will put that there. And so once you have that, so I will hop on LinkedIn, because LinkedIn is a great networking site. And once you're on LinkedIn, let's look up some sample LinkedIn accounts. Once you're on LinkedIn, you would upload your profile. let's go in here to sample LinkedIn accounts. You will upload your profile on LinkedIn, put in your job title, your resume, and all that good stuff. And then I would start networking with recruiters. I would start networking with recruiters that are in your area. And two of the biggest recruiting companies that you can look for is let's see, it's going to be Robert Half. Robert Half, they are a major recruiter company. I would go to their website. I would find recruiters that are in your area. You can actually go on their website and find agencies that are in your area. And then I would start adding those recruiters on LinkedIn. I would go there. Then the next one would be, so you can just you can either search candidates, search jobs, find a job. You can find locations of where they have Robert Half at. They're one of the major tech companies. So I would start there. And then the next one I would go to is Tech Systems. Tech Systems, they may even be the largest recruiting company. I would go to Tech Systems, then I would look for recruiters in your area. So if you need a job, you can search for jobs here. You can go to your location. So we would do a search. We'll wait on my internet. Let's see. So maybe make sure we got all this in there. Yeah, my internet's being slow, right? Okay. So if you're in Los Angeles, if I spelled that right, hopefully I spelled that right. So let's look for jobs, services, IT careers. This is where we want to go. So IT resources, advancing your IT career, search IT jobs. And so this doesn't look right. Let's just do a search for Los Angeles. You have to be really creative on your searches, like really creative. So right now, here see, I put in entry level and nothing came up. But as you can see, if I were to put in like help desk specialist, even though that's an entry level job, you can't just put in like one thing. You have to put in help desk. You have to put in technician. You really have to be creative on your searches. You can't just put in one job title and expect to find a job. So this is Tech Systems, and we also went over Robert Half, and we also went over LinkedIn. The next one I want to talk about, and this is absolutely my favorite, and this is Indeed. So let's do Bloomington, Indiana. So we got Bloomington, Indiana, and let's say network. Not even engineer, just network. Now you can upload your resume to Indeed. You can make it public. You can make it public or whatever, or you can make it private and just post to the jobs that you would like. But here, I just put in network. You got technician, help desk. You have personal computer support technician. And these are all entry-level jobs. Information systems technician. And it looks like we have at least 5 pages of jobs here for Bloomington, Indiana, 9 pages. Indeed is my favorite job search location. And like I said, you have to be really creative on your searches. You can't just put in one job title and expect to find every job, because the way HR and recruiters list their jobs is sometimes it's more specific, so they can kind of weed out all the people that are going to apply for these positions. So you have to be real creative. So I typed in help desk as one word, but if we do it as 2 words, you can see there's 2 pages of help desk jobs. Now, all of these aren't going to be specific to help desk job, but a lot of these they're going to be good. So computer systems analyst, and it says secret. So if somebody's looking to get into, let's say security, It looks like General Dynamics has 0 to 1 year worth of experience to be a computer system analyst. That will get you a clearance, which will ultimately help you get that cybersecurity job that you're looking for. This IT technician job here is paying $20 an hour, and this is the entry level job. Looks like help desk. Yes, so right there, let's see what requirements that they're looking for. So this job here is an IT technician. It's an entry level job. How much experience do they want you to have? It only wants you to have 1 year experience, and it starts you out with $20 an hour, and it doesn't even look like they require you to have an A+. So you could apply for this job today and get your foot in the door and start getting experience today. And this job has been online for 13 days. Now let's check New Jersey. Like I said, Indeed is my go-to site for job searching. So if we just type in network, they got a night shift system administrator. That's probably more advanced. But right here they have, this. I don't know what the salaries are in New Jersey, but here's a desktop junior network admin technician support position, and they're starting out at $60,000 a year. That's pretty good. And they want you to have how much experience? Let's see how much this job wants you to have. It requires you to have an MCSE. So this is a little more advanced. They want you to have, see, these job titles are funny. They want you to be a junior network admin and desktop, but they want you to have an MCSE. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. But hey, they posted it up there. That's cool. That's what they want to do. I can't complain. There's still going to be more opportunities out here. And this one right here is going to be a little more advanced. They want you to have 4 to 6 years. So let's see if we type network technician. Usually network technician or network support or something like that will be more entry level than typing just network engineer or something like that. So this data center technician, this starts at $40,000. Let's see what they want you to have. And they want you to have 2 years of rack and stack experience. So they want you to have some data center experience. An IT technician starting at $25,000 to $45,000. And they want you to have a high school diploma. Okay. As an okay. So basically you just need a high school diploma for this one. A certification as an IT technician or a college degree. So basically, I think if you have enough experience and a high school diploma, you could get this job. So if you got 1 year experience, I'm pretty sure if you apply for this job, you should be good to go. Even though it says 3 years of experience, do not be discouraged for that. Look at what you've done in your career and focus on that. If you don't have any experience, if it says 1 year, don't be discouraged because it only says 1 year. Just apply for the job. All they can do is tell you no. That's all they can do. So let me catch up on these, see who else is online. Okay. What's up, Ronald? What's going on? Good to see you. Down the lines are most of the jobs in DC and VA government contracts. Ronald, there's a lot of jobs that aren't government contracts, but being in DC, that is a hub for the government. You can get a lot of good positions with that too. What's up, Tarleton Tippin? Hopefully I said that right. What's going on? I just started an internship with Marvin Windows and Doors in West Tennessee. Hey, congratulations on that. Shout out to Tennessee. Chat time. All right, let's see. That's in. So we went over LinkedIn, we went over resumes, we went over Robert Half, and we went over tech systems, and we just went over Indeed. Now the next one I want to go over real quick is going to be CareerBuilder. CareerBuilder has a lot of entry-level jobs also. And the thing I like about CareerBuilder is that a lot of the jobs that they post on CareerBuilder, it's just one click. So what you do is you go ahead and you add a resume to, let me get this window right so you all can see that. Okay, so what you do is you add a resume here on CareerBuilder. And so every time you apply on CareerBuilder, your resume is already saved. So when these jobs are, let's see, like entry level, let's type help desk, and I'll show you what I mean. So if we type help desk, and what's another one? Let's do New Jersey. So if we type New Jersey, and I'm not even being specific, I could have went Newark or something. Shout out to Newark. So if you go here on LinkedIn, you have jobs here listed: help desk analyst, full time, help desk analyst, help desk technician, help desk support. But once you get your resume in there, you can actually apply with a lot of these jobs by using one click. So that's what make CareerBuilder really convenient. Now I'm not logged into CareerBuilder at the moment, so I won't have that option. But once you start to get in here and really learn it, it makes it really simple. It makes it really convenient. So if I go here, CareerBuilder only, and now all these jobs are CareerBuilder apply. So they're really simple to apply for. You don't have to wait a lot of time going to the company's websites, enrolling in their websites, and all this stuff. You can just use CareerBuilder to apply for that job. Now, Indeed has some of the same options, but it's not going to be as many as CareerBuilder. Like in 20 minutes on CareerBuilder, you can apply for like 20 jobs. So it makes it pretty simple. Let me catch up on these questions real quick. Now, for those of you that are just tuning in or are watching, late to the live stream, I want to let you know that I will post this live. So let me see. Yeah, I will post this up today or in the morning, something like that. So if you're watching this later and you have questions, hit me on my Twitter. That's DLight330. Feel free to ask any questions. I'll be going live all week at 8 p.m. Central. And also, I'm doing a book giveaway, maybe 2 this week. So if you're on the live stream, be looking out for that book giveaway. My boy Benjamin donated 2 books to the channels, and I'm going to try and get at least one of those out this week. So be tuning in, looking for that. I appreciate everybody's support. Let me get to some of these questions. I think I went through this pretty fast, but what I wanted to do was just kind of do a run through, get it up. You can rewatch it. If you have questions, hit me up, and then I'll do a more in-depth video on whichever job site that you have questions on. So let me see. I want to get to these questions here. Okay, we got about 25 people online. That's what's up. I really appreciate everyone that's on. Let's start getting to these questions. Let's see. We got one from London. Huh. That would have been pretty cool. I never really looked at jobs overseas like that. I might have to pull that up. We got Baltimore, SoCal, Charlotte, Memphis. All right. That's how I got some experience. Okay, so Elijah, you actually did volunteer work to get your experience. That's what's up. Yeah, I definitely recommend, you volunteering wherever, whatever organization you're a part of. Ask them if they need some IT help. Everybody's connected to the internet these days. And so if your job is to be in IT, help them out. Sometimes you gotta give to receive. So if you give your time and you'll receive some experience, and then hopefully you'll receive a good job. So Dexter said a good resume item is doing some volunteer work for a nonprofit. I agree. Yeah, and that's another thing. In 2017, a lot of organizations are looking at your character on a human level. So when you're out there volunteering, it makes you look good to them, and it also makes you look marketable. So that's definitely something to keep in mind when you're out there thinking about different opportunities to be, or organizations to be a part of. So let's see. And it said, how are apprentice? Let's see, Derek, it says, I had an internship with a nonprofit. Shout out to Derek for giving your time and helping out with a nonprofit. That's what's up. Volunteering is good too. Yep, definitely. So Derek and I know people that actually work full time for nonprofits. They went in there, they helped out. then the nonprofit hired them. Because even though it's nonprofit, they still had to pay for their employees that work for the nonprofit. So you can actually go in there and make a pretty decent salary. So that's something to think about also. You never know what those opportunities can grow into, you know? So let's see, Mikhail, he says, we have computer repair jobs in Memphis that are easy to get with an A plus. It seems that I can't get a help desk position without doing computer repair here. This see, it's I'm not sure when you say you can't get it. Have you looked on Indeed? Have you looked on LinkedIn? Have you looked on CareerBuilder? Have you applied? Have you applied at every company? You got to think about it. Like every building you see downtown Memphis has a floor with a company in it. So you have to think each one of those floors maybe have different companies, may have multiple companies operating in them, and they all need somebody to support them. So I know it may be hard, but grinding for jobs is not an easy task. You have to have patience, you have to be dedicated, and you have to have faith that the time that you're putting in for these resumes will pay off in the long run. And you just gotta have patience because I've been in positions to where I apply for a job and I don't hear nothing for months. And actually, one time in my career, I got a job and I started the job, and then a week into the job I actually wanted called me, and so I had to go through that process of like, hey, I love working here. It seemed like it'd be a great opportunity, but I applied for this opportunity before you, and they just not called me back, and so I'm going to go with this position. And you may have to do that in your career. Don't feel bad about it. It's a part of doing business, and it's about the best thing for you and for your family. That's what you have to look out for because companies are ultimately going to look out for their best interests in the long run also. So it's a grind. Now let's see. Charlie H trying to get a CCNA in computer sciences. Shout out to you, Charlie H. You can definitely get that CCNA and your computer science degree. You can definitely do that. Dylan Arnold, it says certs are nice because some of them, at least I know the Comptia ones, give you a logo that can actually use on your resume. Yeah, Dylan, I may kind of, I may, this is me. When it comes to resumes, I would make sure I keep them just plain text dot format because, with all the malware and everything that's going around, and then the large resume files, a lot of times recruiters upload these resumes to their sites. And so what you want to do is make them simple as possible for the recruiters and the companies that you're sending them to. But with that being said, when you do get your certification, I mentioned before, but if you want to put postings on Craigslist to repair computers, always be safe when using Craigslist though. But if you want to do that, whenever you get your A plus, you are now a certified computer technician. You can actually use that on business cards. You can use that on your any type of profile you want. You are truly a certified technician. If you get your MTA, you are now a Microsoft certified professional. You can put that on business cards. You can put that on your resume. You can actually put that at your resume job title if you like, because it's a fact. You get your MTA, you now have the rights to say you're a Microsoft certified professional. And if you're posting on Craigslist or whatever to say you want to build and repair computers, I think you would get a lot more business by saying you're a Microsoft certified professional. That's just something to think about. Now, let's see, Darlene. I'm just joining. Is there any way to get in the IT field without any IT experience? If so, what are your recommendations? Hey, baby, what's going on? All right. If so, what are your recommendations? Daniel, I actually talked about this in when I first got on, but the first thing I would do is I'll go through it one more time. Is get your resume, put any type of experience that you do have. If you've done volunteer work, the stuff that you've done in school, um, certifications that you may have, education that you may have, all that good stuff. And then I would post my resume on LinkedIn, network with recruiters, apply for jobs on LinkedIn. Make sure Your LinkedIn profile does not have any holes. It looks good. It looks professional. Network with professional people. You know, you don't want to get people that that aren't going to give you a good reference. Make sure you network with the right people on your LinkedIn. Then after that, get on Indeed.com. Post your resume there. If you like to make it public, you can make it public and not make it private. So you can apply for jobs on Indeed and then do the same for CareerBuilder. Check Robert Half. It's a huge tech company full of recruiters that got a lot of contracts. And then also you can do the same for tech systems. I'll put all those links in the description. I just went through them real quick, but I'll put everything in the description, all the links that can hopefully help you get hired if you're not, or if you're trying to get hired. So yeah. And like Derek said, Smart Source offers some short end day contracts. And James Dean, he says, good evening. What's good? What's up, James? Daniel, Indeed is old faithful. Yo, Indeed, I'm telling you, Indeed will change your life. I'm just being honest. Indeed is what's up. Now, Daniel, Lions, Washington, D.C. has endless opportunities for IT careers, or Arlington, Virginia. Yeah, both of those places, especially if you have a security clearance and you want to get in cybersecurity or whatever, Washington, D.C. and Arlington, Virginia, those areas are excellent locations to be in. And Derek says, I get a ton of recruiters calling and help me place 25 people. Yo, Derek, 25 people? Yo, salute to you for grinding and helping people out. Definitely. That's what's up. Derek, we need to talk some more. I don't know if you got Twitter. I don't know what's up, but I know you said I believe, in Minnesota. Somehow we need to get together. I'll try and send you a direct message here on YouTube or something. But I want to talk to you because I think you said you're a professor or something. That's what's up. Shout out to you, man. All right, what's up? What's up, Ronald? He said, most of the job, okay. And then Talton said, what's up, Dewan? Okay, yeah, we talked about that. Cool, I'm catching up. Elijah, yeah, I work in the government contract now, and I want to transfer over from systems to networking. Elijah, transferring over from systems to networking, you can definitely do it. Not sure what search you have and what's your actual goal, but excuse me, there is a lot of opportunity in systems right now. There's opportunity in networking, but system side with the cloud and everything, pretty much knowing both sides will make you very valuable. I mean, I salute you for working both sides and wanting to be on both sides. But if you do go to networking, do not forget your systems info. If you're doing VMware, don't forget that. If you're doing any type of Hyper-V, anything with the cloud, that's just going to get more rampant. If you're writing scripts, just get better at writing scripts, because using PowerShell to automate, anytime you can automate anything will make you valuable with a company, because most system admins I know can't automate, but I do know some that are great, can write some powerful scripts. So definitely. What's up, Brandon Doyle? It says, up here in Canada, I'm starting to see a trend emerging where job postings try to mask themselves as entry-level positions, but end up being nothing more than glorified call centers. Oh, man. Job postings, you really have to read the description to weed out what you're getting into. You really have to read those descriptions to know the type of position that you're about to take upon, because I've been in positions that have this huge title and it is not what I thought. But then I'll be in positions that's just like desktop support and I'm running around everywhere touching everything, but you got to think, if it's a small title like desktop support, they can pay you desktop support money. So it's actually more beneficial to a company to put a smaller title on there and pay you less to do more. I'm just saying. So you really have to just ask the right questions in the interviews. And I'll talk about that later, because asking those questions in the interview. Hold up. My boy Chris Woods is on. Chris Woods, let's go. Hey, that's my family right there. So everybody that's in the chat, my boy Chris Woods got a couple books he done wrote. Here's one of the books, One Mailbox at a Time. He's an awesome guy in the community. He's from Chicago. but he's out there in Indianapolis. He's grinding. He's an ex-basketball player at Weber State. He's an all-around amazing dude. Shout out to Chris Woods. That's my boy. Great person. Check his YouTube channel out. If you need some good motivation, somebody that's gonna be 100 with you, that's just gonna keep you on the right track. Shout out to Chris Woods. Check him out. And actually, I'm gonna put his YouTube channel up real quick. Let me see. I'm trying to get caught up. I see everybody in here. Yeah, do I get in my? Hold up. Let me pull out Chris Woods real quick, y'all. So Chris Woods. Here we go. It's coming. All right, so here go my boy Chris Woods page. Y'all make sure y'all go check him out and show him some love. He has the Let's Go podcast. He does a lot of things. Like I said, he wrote a couple books. If you want to check out his books, check out his books. This is my dude. He's a very positive person. He's doing a lot of things in his community where he's at, and he actually wants to expand outside of that community and reach a lot more, just like I do. So we're all in here trying to improve each other and then help everyone that we can along our own journey. So please check out my boy Chris Woods. Shout out to you, homie. All right, so let me get back to these questions. All right, so what's up, Mr. Granville? What's going on? Hey, thanks for tuning in. All right, Daniel Lyons, I ain't forget about you. Says, I'm currently getting my associates in computer science, thinking about going the intern route. What's your opinion on how to approach that? I think you can get a great job with an intern route, going the intern route. I say this all the time. I'm not going to tell anybody not to get a degree. But what I will say is that you make sure that you get a degree that's worth the price of that degree. There's no point in spending $60,000 on a $20,000 degree. You feel me? So you have to be wise in your approach. If you could take some classes out of junior college and then switch to wherever you want to switch to finish out your degree, to say you graduated from Columbia University or something, do that. I mean, your degree and your bachelor's is still going to say Columbia. It's not even going to say nothing about the classes you took at JUCO. So that's just something to think about. Be mindful with your money. Don't just take out the student loans and then have a whole bunch of debt and then you're working to pay off a degree. I mean, a lot of us do it and a lot of us has done it. So I'm just telling you firsthand, be wise about the degree that you're approaching. But go ahead. If you want to get it because it's worth getting. All right. Now let's go down here. Tarleton, he said your school should set up with a local company for an internship. Yeah, a lot of schools do set up for the internships. You can actually hop on like USA Jobs. Not sure if you want to work for the government, but you can check out like USA Jobs. A lot of time the government will have intern positions too for college students, especially in the tech field. So that's something to check out too. USAjobs.gov is actually the website. I'll put that link in the description too. So let's see. Mr. Granville, what's happening? All right, Daniel. Okay. Dialing. Definitely going to start trying to make it on all your live streams from now on. Hey, Dialing, I appreciate that. Like I said, this whole week I'll be going live at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I will be doing a book giveaway. I don't have them on me now. They're upstairs. Yeah, I'll be doing a book giveaway. I got the Wendell Odom book I'll be giving away, and I got the Todd Lamley CCNA book that I'll be giving away. So I'm either going to do one or two this week, not sure, but I'm definitely giving away one. Hey, no problem, Chris. You know I got you, homie. Justin Miller, what's popping? Thanks for tuning in. It says, a professor of mine once commented, if you meet at least 45 or 50% of the requirements for a position, apply for it. 45, yeah, I would say 45%, 50% of the position. You definitely don't want to meet 10% of the position and apply for it. That's just wasting people's time. You have to be mindful of what you're applying for. I'm not going to say apply for a database administrator. You've worked on the help desk. You really have to be mindful of people's time when you're applying. But you'll probably get weeded out anyway. But let's see. Let me check out. James Dean, I didn't skip you. My fault, fam. It said it's okay to be a little dishonest on your resume about something you haven't. Is it okay to be a little dishonest on your resume about something you haven't done in real world environment but have labbed at home? That's a tough one. Okay, if you do be dishonest about that on your resume and they ask you in an interview, be honest in the interview. And then not only that, if you do put it on your resume, have a clear understanding of the technology. Don't say you know EIGRP and you never configure EIGRP with redistribution. You know what I mean? Make sure that you have a clear understanding of the interior gateway protocol. You know what I mean? Have a clear understanding of, its administrative distance, 90 and 170. Make sure you know its summary route. Make sure you know everything about whatever you put on your resume, so you will know you won't get in there and look like a fool, because nobody wants to do that. And while we're on this topic, I know I talk a lot about the CCNA. I know I talk a lot about certifications. But the one thing I feel like I do not stress enough, and it'd be a disservice to you and myself if I don't say this, certifications are good. They're great. But honestly, knowing the information and having the knowledge, and knowledge means that you can apply. Knowledge is applying. Knowledge doesn't mean just knowing something. It's something that you apply. So having the certification is good. But if you get in an interview and you walk on a job and you can't apply what that certification says, don't be that person. Be the person that has a certification and knows what he's doing and knows what she's talking about. Whether he or she, it doesn't matter. Be the person that not only do you have the certification, but you also have 1,000 hours of lab work for your CCNA, or 2,000 hours of lab work for your CCNA. And I'm just trying to break it down in some time frames, because I think they said for like your CCIE, you need like 7,000 to 10,000 hours of actual hands-on experience for the CCIE. So for the CCNA, you're going to at least need 1,000 hours of hands-on or 2,000 hours of hands-on experience. And then for your CCNP, you probably need about 4,000 to 5,000 hours of hands-on experience. And my wife will tell you firsthand, I put in work to get my CCNP, like straight up. So I'm not going to tell you all something that I haven't done firsthand, because honestly, I have walked in interviews and thought I knew more than what I actually informed them. You know what I mean? So I know from experience. I learned from that situation that I'll never do that again. I will never do that again. I'm going to make sure when I walk in there, I know what I'm talking about. Whatever they ask me, if I don't know, I don't know. I've never touched it. I can't tell you, but I'm willing to learn. That's the way you got to approach interviews. You have to be willing to learn. You have to be willing to go all out, put in the work, and let them know that you're in here to not only help them, but to help yourself by learning and just growing. All right, let me get caught back up. All right, let's see. All right, Derek, he says a good free entry-level cert to have also as the Citrix Sales Cert. It's online and it gives good virtualization experience. I've never seen that cert. Citrix is a good thing to have anyway. Hey, thanks for that, Derek. Hey, if you could shoot me you know what? I'll just look it up. I'll look it up. Let me write that down right now. So I'll look that up and I'll look more into that. So the Citrix Sales cert, is that a cert where you're actually selling Citrix, and you have an understanding of Citrix? What is it? Is it like a help desk? I'm not sure, but I'll definitely look it up. But if you're still on, Derek, let me get some more info. All right, John, it says, bro, can you do a skills roadmap? That would be helpful. Have I done a skills roadmap? Um, John, yeah, I'll do a skills roadmap. Comptia has one, and I thought I posted something on it, but I'll go to that now. John, I'll pull that up right now because I thought I did that before, but I'll go ahead and pull that up now. So let me go to Comptia's website. All right, so what I'm doing now, for you, those of you that are just tuning in, is I'm going to Comptia's certification website, and they have a roadmap already completed. And I guess I'll put a link to this in the description also. Yeah, I, hold up, let me. Okay, so all right, so here's the Comptia roadmap. This is a clear-cut roadmap that Comptia put together for you to go from entry level certification to whatever job that you're looking for. So the jobs, the jobs are actually over here to the right. So if you want to be in information security, you'll follow this blue line from beginner, which is going to be Comptia IT fundamentals, which I would just skip over that one and get the A plus. And then you would go over here to like your CCNA. Let's see if I can zoom in. All right. Yeah, I think we can see that better now. Now you will go over here to like your CCNA. Basically, you follow this blue line here, and everything in the blue is what you would need for to be an expert in information security. And then the same with network and cloud technologies, hardware services and infrastructure, IT management and strategy. Basically, it's all color coded. You follow everything from beginner all the way to expert. It is certifications listed and everything. So Comptia actually was nice enough to do that for everyone. So I hope that helped you out, John. But I'll definitely post a link in this video when I do post it. What's going on, Xavier? Sorry it's taking me so long to get to everyone. I'm trying to make sure I answer these questions thoroughly. That way when people watch the live stream, they get the full info. All right, what's Chris Woods for the win? All day. Chris Woods is my dog. All right, what's up, Sharif? What's going on? What's up, Dewan? Just found your channel a few days ago, and the videos are great and inspirational. You giving good info. Appreciate you. I'm just starting to study for ICND1. Yo, shout out to you, Sharif. Whatever I can do to help you on your ICND1 journey, let me know. I'll be glad to help. Dexter, age poll, first, second career. I'm not sure what you asking. Ask that again, Dexter. I'm not sure what you asking. Benjamin, what it be, homie? What's going on? OMG, I can't believe I missed this. Got called into work for another tech took a leave of absence. Oh, man. Well, sorry they had to take a leave of absence. But Benjamin, yo, shout out, hey, everybody. Shout out to Benjamin. He's the one that actually donated the books for the channel for everybody this month. So everybody tell Benjamin thanks if you're in the live stream. I swear, like on YouTube, I've met some great people. This has been an amazing experience. I know people say I've been inspirational and motivational and helpful and all this stuff, but you all have been an inspiration to me. Like straight up. Shout out to you, Benjamin. All right, now, let me see. Let me catch up. Let's see. Hey, Dexter, not sure what you're asking as far as the age poll, first, second career. Let me know. And Daniel Lyons, can you share some insights on what to expect during the interview. Hey, Daniel, I'm going to have to say what to expect on the interview for another live stream because we could be here all day. But I will give you this. So, the craziest interview question I've ever been asked was this. You're in a room. You're separated from another room by a door, and on the other side of that doors, there's three incandescent light bulbs that are on the wall in the other room. Now, on the side of the door that you're on, there are three light switches. How do you determine which light switch corresponds to which light bulb on the other side of the door with only opening the door once? And once you open the door, you can no longer flip the light switches. That's the craziest interview question that I've ever been asked. And honestly, let me see, what's today, Monday? I wouldn't say the first person to answer this question correctly, I'll do the giveaway. How about that? Yeah, the first person to answer the question correctly, you're going to have to rewatch the video. If you didn't hear me the first time, I'm not going to repeat it. So you're going to have to rewatch the video. First person to answer it correctly, or even in the live stream, if you answer it correctly, I'll send you the CCNA book by Ty Lamley, which is going to be the CCNA Ty Lamley book. So it's only one half. Middle switch. Nope, Dexter. The question is, how do you determine which light switch corresponds to which light bulb? So basically, there's three light bulbs, and you have to say which light switch goes to each light bulb. And I actually got asked that in the interview. It was crazy. But hey, I ended up getting the job. So it's all about how your brain thinks and how you respond under pressure. Because a question like that in an interview is something you do not expect. And they want to know how you're going to respond in a situation like that. Are you going to give up? But yeah, let me write this down. So one live stream this week will be about what type of interview questions to expect. Writing this down now. And while we're on IT career questions, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure all of you probably follow my boy Zach. I shout out my boy Chris Woods, but I wouldn't be right if I didn't shoot out my boy Zach. At IT career questions. Not sure if you guys follow him, but if you don't, you should, because Zach has a ton of info. And I can't get to every question, but Zach does a great job of having playlists. And we'll hook you right on up. Let me get to his channel real quick. And hold on, I'll just show you my page. So while we're here, let me go to my channel. All right, so when you go to my page, on the right hand side, I got everybody pretty much that I rock with. There's a few people that aren't on there. I need to update it. But my boy Kendall, he's great with graphics. My boy Analog, that's my day one. Chris Woods, DVZN Media, we actually did a couple collabs together. Duke, he does. If you want to know basically how to build a B system, or if you got budget electronics, or you're looking for a laptop on a budget or whatever, DVZN Media is a great person to check out. Let me pull him up real quick. I'll put a link to his page in the description. He has some great tech reviews on his channel. Awesome. And we're actually doing a collab video here too. So, and I think we did one not too long ago. Let me see. Yeah, so we did a collab video right here talking about headphones. So you guys can feel free to check this out. And then, like I said, my boy Zach at IT Career Questions. So he has, this guy has shown me love since I was like day one on YouTube, and I'm forever thankful for that. So Zach has, let's check his playlist. Any type of IT career questions that you're looking for, his page probably has it. I'm sure a lot of you already follow him, but I just wanted to go ahead and give some love to Zach because he always shows me love. And actually, let me see. Yeah, I think it was like this video. He showed me some love. He went live one time and pulled me up. Like Zach has definitely been a dope dude. Shout out to Zach. And if y'all go to his page, show him some love and tell him I sent you. And then Mikhail Casanova, I shot him out before. And Captain Rarebeard, this is another dude. He's actually from my hometown. He's still working on his page, but he has some great motivational stuff. He does some interviews and he's telling his story. Just check him out. I actually did an interview with him too. Well, he interviewed me. It was pretty good. So he's dope. But anyway, let's get back to these questions. All right. So Ben, thanks for coming back, homie. Let's see. So Dan, yeah, one day this week I'll do the interview stuff. I'll probably post the morning before. I'll post on my Twitter what the topic will be. So feel free to hit me up if you got any suggestions. Hit my Twitter, dlight330. All right, Daniel says, thanks for the info. I'm studying for CCNA, ICND1 while attending community college, planning to go cybersecurity route through certs plus college. Cool. Hey, that sounds dope, Daniel. Dylan Arnold, let's see, planning on A plus by the end of this month and starting on my MCSE. Oh man, so you already got your MCSA, Dylan? That's what's up. Man, I see you grinding. Salute. Let's see, Derek. He said, what is your advice on Citrix? Derek, my advice on Citrix is it's great to get into. Like, as far as learning, you're gonna have to really dive into virtualization. So you're gonna need a system that has about 4 cores. You're gonna need about 16 gigs of RAM, and then just start learning virtualization. That's what I say about Citrix. You're gonna need a system about 4 cores and about 16 gigs of RAM. And actually, I mean, I would like to do a video on how to do a nested environment on like VMware with like a couple hosts, because I actually built that in my laptop. So my boy Jorgen, he's actually like in Denmark. I'm gonna have him on the channel, and actually, he's got a website where he talks a lot about Red Hat and Citrix. It's pretty much the same as far as what they do, but not the same, but when it comes to virtualization, he does a lot of Red Hat and he has done a lot of Citrix. So I'm going to get with him and somehow we're going to get together because he's like an expert. He's like, I think he has, what is it called? The RHCE or whatever. He's like a Red Hat expert. So he would be like the best person to talk about when it comes to Citrix. All right, Danny G. Man, these questions is coming in. I appreciate y'all taking y'all time to stay on this channel and rock with me. Let me see how many people we got on. We got 34 people on. This is what's up. I really appreciate everybody tuning in. If y'all could hit this like button, go ahead and share out this link because I'm going to stay on for about, let me see, 30 more minutes. We'll get off in about 30 more minutes. So I'm going to try to catch up on these questions, get all these answered. And at the beginning of this video, I went over how to find the entry-level jobs for all you that are just not getting online. So watch the live stream. I'll have it uploaded by in the morning. So if you got any questions, hit me up on Twitter. And just enjoy this video because I feel like we went into a lot of useful information. Danny G, can you attain a job while studying for your first cert? Thanks, bro. Yo, Danny G, anything is possible. Like, if you network, if you hop on LinkedIn and you truly network and you just apply, all they can do is tell you no. So, yes, you can find a job while you're working on your first cert because if you apply for 100 jobs, I can guarantee you somebody's going to tell you yes. That's just the way it is. Now, you also got to keep in mind of your job market. So if you're in a small town and there's no other major cities for 50 or 100 miles, you may have to drive that 50 miles to get that job, or you may have to just start a local business where you're at. You don't have too many options in a small town. You're either going to have to drive, relocate, or start a business, or get lucky and find somewhere you're at. So, Dexter Fishburne would like to see what everyone's age is and if they're first or second. I'm 39 and a half in my third career. Yo, Dexter, shout out to you for being 39 and a half and on your third career. That means you had been living a full life. You know, to have 3 different careers, you're blessed to be able to make that move and grind. Salute to you. I'm I'm younger than 39. You know what I'm saying? I'm in my mid 30s. You know what I mean? So yeah, I've been in IT since I was 20. So actually, I've been in IT. Yeah, I've been in IT since I was like 20. And let's see, Jorgen. Hey, what's up, George? What's going on? Xavier, I'm working on my A plus right now, taking my test late September, then straight into my CCNA. Okay, cool. Shout out to you, Xavier. It says, I like the fact that you have a clear cut plan on what you want to do. Now, what job are you seeking to have? What job, what field, career field are you seeking to be in? Are you currently working now? What's your goal? The certs are great, but what's your end game? Benjamin Strong, he said, that's a 37, third career, but I've always loved. Hey, Benjamin's a grinder. Shout out to Benjamin. I'm telling you, Benjamin's out here grinding. He's definitely, and he's on his third career too, still doing this thing. He's definitely making moves. Let's see, the middle switch. All right, it says Xavier. I hope my A plus helps me get a tech support job soon because my associates in computer science hasn't got me anything, not even an internship. Yo, Xavier, don't be discouraged. I understand it may not have benefited you today, but that doesn't mean it won't benefit you tomorrow or the next day. You really have to just keep grinding. And the thing about having a degree, a lot of times your degree doesn't pay off immediately. But when you get into like management roles and you go for like management jobs, that's when that degree will have a true impact on your career. I'm just being honest. Having a degree will definitely benefit you at some point in your career. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, maybe not this year, but it will definitely benefit you. So I salute you for having a degree. I don't have one. You know, I'm working on getting mine. So I definitely salute you for accomplishing that. That it's a huge accomplishment. Do not be discouraged. All right, that's it. Let's see if they are wired in order. Let me see. George, you leave the door open easy. Cool. Let's see. Benjamin, Strong, Xavier. A degree just means you can retain the project on church. Okay, cool. And Darius said, one guy asked me what was my favorite Sesame Street character. What's your favorite Sesame Street character? I'm going to say mine is Oscar the Grouch. I'm just saying, Oscar is always going to be that guy to me. But then I like the Cookie Monster too, you know, but I don't know. I got to say Oscar the Grouch. Oscar is just a cool dude. He live in a trash can and he pull up. That's that guy. It said Xavier, 22, first career. Okay, cool. 22 is a good age. Let me see. Man, there's a lot of questions in here. I'm trying to get to them. Let me see. Yeah. Hey, I appreciate everybody that's tuning in. I'm trying to get to these questions. Let me see where we at. If y'all could click the like button. If y'all are enjoying this live stream, I'm definitely trying to catch up on these questions. Let me see. I'm down here to Brandon Doyle said, I'm assuming you take a look at the switch that was currently down when you open the door since the room isn't dark. Okay, y'all answering the question. Okay. Y'all answering the questions. Well, yeah, it's not the middle switch. Let me see. You leave George, you leave the door open? Nope, that's not the right answer either. Let me see, Brandon Doyle. George, let me clarify. Once you open the door, you can no longer flip the switches. So yeah. Let's say Brandon Doyle. I'm assuming you take a look at the switch that is currently down when you open the door since the room isn't dark. Yeah, that doesn't do it. It's 3 switches. So once you open the door, if you only flip one, only one light's gonna be on. If you flip two lights is gonna be on and one light's gonna be off. You still don't know which light switch corresponds to which light bulb. Talton said the distance from the light to the switch and the light bulb. Dan G, what kind of resume do you make when changing to an IT career? What kind of resume do you make when changing? In the video, in the beginning of this video, Danny G, I actually showed. Let me see if I pull it back up. Let me see. All right. So Danny G, when it comes to an entry level resume, you could put whatever position that you're seeking as the job title. This is the format I would kind of rock with. And if you guys are interested in like this resume format, I'll find a way to post it. Just comment in the comment section below that you would like, this resume template, and then all you will have to do is enter your info. So the summary of qualifications would be the like excuse me, things that you've done in school or whatever. If you got experience from volunteer work or whatever, and then your certifications, whatever certifications you have. Professional experience would be whatever jobs you had, whatever volunteer work you've done specifically, the dates and all that good stuff would be in professional experience. And then your education would be like high school. And then your continuing education would be like college and boot camps or whatever that you've been to. So, yeah, that's pretty much that. Let's see. Let's get back to these questions. Hopefully that kind of helped you, Danny G. If it did, let me know. And like I said, if you all want this template, comment in the comment section below. Let me know. Y'all hit that like button and let me know that y'all enjoyed this. If you didn't, hit it with a thumbs down so I can improve. I'm all about improving and giving you the information that will help you throughout your career. Benjamin said, I was asked during the interview what I would do if a penguin walked through the door with the top hat and the tuxedo. My response was, I love Linux. Yo, Benjamin, that was smooth, player. Yo, Benjamin, that was smooth. So Benjamin said, I was asked in the interview, what would I do if a penguin walked through the door with a top hat and a tuxedo? His response was, he loves Linux. Yo, that's super smooth. I bet you got that job too. That's super smooth, player. Man, that's what's up. All right, K Reed, he says the closest switch to you is nope, that's not it. K Reed says the closest switch to you is the first light bulb. The last nope, that's not it. Big Lifter, which bulb is wired to switch one? It's off and hot. Hey, I think Big Lifter said whichever bulb is on is wired to switch one. If one is off and hot is wired to switch 2, and the third is wired to switch 3. Yo, Big Lifter, you pretty much are on the right track. Like, you're on the right track. I'm kind of like, you should get this, but let me ask you this, Big Lifter. This is specific to you. It says, if one is off and hot, it's wired to switch 2. How will you know which one is hot? That's the question. That's the question I have for you. If you can answer that, Big Lifter got it. And Big Lifter, if you're on my Twitter, hit me up directly. DM me or something. Let me know so we can figure out how to get you this book, man. All right, Indy, let me see what time it is. We got like 15 more minutes. So, Indy says how to learn. Okay, yeah. Benjamin said that would make sense. Just looking at the physical network, but a logical network is completely different. All right, explain. Is networking going to be extinct? Felix said, is networking going to be extinct? No, it's not going to be extinct because you will always have the OSI model. And if you don't understand the OSI model, you definitely should have a full understanding of the way communication travels throughout your laptop to the internet to all this stuff, pretty much everything goes through layers. And as long as it goes through layers, you will have to understand networking. So no, networking is not going to be extinct. You will just have to transform what you do. You just have to evolve. Everything evolves. Before we were just using DOS and command prompt. And now we have all these applications, all these appliances, all these different ways of scripting. You just have to evolve. That's all it is. Networking is not going anywhere. Just like the people that used to operate on the phone systems, the Novels, the Nortels, all that old stuff, they had to evolve and become network engineers. So that's the only thing that's going to happen with networking. You just have to evolve. It's not going anywhere. Yep, I agree with Derek. It says Xavier, Benjamin, that's true. I've done things on my own PC, but not for anyone else. Well, Xavier, I would say start working and helping other people. Helping other people does something for you. It's something about helping other people, how it actually helps you. It's just something about helping other people, how it actually benefits you. I don't know what it is, but it's just something good that returns to you for helping other people. So I would say start helping other people with their systems and their problems. Robert Vance Jr., what's going on? I feel like my RDY for this. I'm ready for the cert. Just incredibly nervous. Feel like I know everything I need, but I get nervous when exams come up. Robert Vance Jr. Being nervous is okay. There's nothing wrong with it. Um, if you feel like you're ready, but you're nervous, go through those exam topics. And if there's a topic that you are not clear on, then you might not be ready. That just have to face that. And I'm not saying reschedule your exam or anything like that, but what I'm saying is that go back to the books or go back to the labs or wherever and make sure you have a clear understanding so you'll be more comfortable going into the test. That's all I'm saying. Just approach it, calm down, look at the exam topics and see what you know, see what you don't know, and just be confident in yourself and your abilities. If you put in the work, you will get the results. That's just simple. All right. I got your back, Rob. So whatever I can do to help, let me know. Derek Piston. It says there is a VCA NV entry level VMware cert. The VC. You know what, Derek? I think when it comes to the VMware certs, you actually have to take a specific class to get the cert. Like you can't just study for their exams and go get certified. You actually have to take those classes through VMware or VMware approved class boot camps or whatever, and then you can take the test. I believe that's how it works. It's not like Cisco. I could be wrong. And actually, I know someone that knows for sure, but I don't think he's online. Haven't seen him on. But if he does, I will verify. I'm still trying to catch up with these questions. It says Benjamin, a physical network is like one way, different logical setup. I think we're down here. Topology, yep. All right, so for instance, can you tell if a network has STPS spanning tree set up by physically looking at it? No, you can't. I need to learn more. I'm with you. He said I will be starting live for this week. Yo, K Reed. Yeah, like you gotta learn more. Like, yeah, so okay. Yeah, Benjamin, you got him. That was a good approach to that, Benjamin. I like that. So basically, Benjamin said, "Can you tell if a network has spanning tree set up by physically looking at it?" And no, unless you go into one of the switches and do a show spanning tree summary or whatever, you're not going to be able to know. So, but depending on the network diagram, depending on how they do the network diagram, you could. And so George says, "Do one systematic on the network, and what do you recommend?" George, systematic on networking, I would look at the job demand in your area or the job demand on the location you would like to be, and then also I would look at what do you desire to do, because if you desire to do Windows and server administration, system admin is for you. If you like the cloud, system admin is for you. But if you like dealing with routers and switches and firewalls and all that good stuff, then networking is for you. That's just something to think about. That was a quick summary. So Benjamin said, I don't have a degree, but I've been passionate about IT. I've been repairing electronics since 1994. Yo, 94. Shout out to Benjamin, man. That's what's up. He said, I finally got certified in 2015 with both A plus and Network plus. Now working. Hey, Benjamin is working till he grinding. He making moves. Hey, what's going on, Dennis D? Good to see you on. Danny G, yes, thanks for the help. We'll be changing careers very soon. It will help my family progress. Keep up the great work, bro. Hey, shout out Danny G. That's what I'm here for. Glad I was able to help you. If you got any more questions, hit my comments or hit me on Twitter. So I'm glad I was able to help you. And it's all about family. It's definitely about doing whatever you can to take care of your loved ones. So Daniel Lawrence. He said, Benjamin Sean, that's hilarious. Good answer, bro. Definitely hilarious. Man, that was a good one. I'm going to have to remember that one. All right, Xavier. How long did it take you to become a sysadmin? And how long you been a sysadmin? Is that a question for me, Xavier? It probably is. Man, for me, I've been working with Windows since Windows NT 4.0. I did my first migration, first SAN migration from Windows NT 4.0 to Windows 2000 Server and Windows 2003 Server. I've been on the system admin side way longer than I've been on the networking side. So I just love networking a lot more. And it comes easy because when I was in the military, I was always in Cisco classes. You know, when I started learning sysadmin, you know, the OSI model was something that was crammed down my throat. You know, IEEE standards was something that was crammed down in my throat. You know, I used to run splice fiber cables. I used to do my own RJ45 connections. I used to have to do all this as a sysadmin because back in the day, you only basically had, you know, sysadmins and telecom pretty much. So this network engineer thing has been around, but not to the level it is today. So, all right, let me see if I can catch this. What time is it? We got like 8 minutes. I'm trying to catch up, y'all. Let me see how many people on. We got like 27 people on. If y'all could hit this like button, you know, share this video out before we wrap this up, please. I appreciate everybody that's tuned in, showing love. I definitely appreciate it. Now, let's see. Ryan K, what's going on? Yo, Ryan K, I think Big Lifter already got it, but he said switch 1 on, heat bud, switch 2 on, leave switch 3 off, bud that is hot, switch 1. Yeah, hey, that's the answer, Ryan K. I'm waiting on Big Lifter to hit me back, but that is definitely the answer, Ryan K. But Big Lifter kind of said the same thing, so I'm waiting on him to hit me back. So I think Big Lifter actually got it. But that is definitely the answer, Ryan K. Let's see. Dennis D. He said, Benjamin, usually LEDs will be intermittent blinking. Ports can be blocking and redundant pass. All right. McGill's Doors, what's happening? You will have to be attesting each wire after you open the door. It's already been answered. Sorry, McGill's Doors. Definitely appreciate you answering, though. And some of you had to turn off and turn on each. Open the door. Man. George. He says, Dewan, thanks for the comments. I'm just starting my career with 30 years old. I'm late to the party. Nah, 30 is young. 30 the new 20. Yo, nah, for real. Yo, 30 is still young. Like you have to understand. When you get in IT having age, that means that you have more experience. So you are more likely to fall into a lead position faster than somebody that's 18 or 20. Just because of your age and life experience, and people that have age that come in, you are more likely to be more responsible. So as long as you are learning and have good time management skills, have good organization skills, you know how to prioritize, chances are you could easily fall into a lead just because you are older coming into an entry-level position. Like Benjamin said, all right. This is cool. Big lifter, basically you would have to flip 2 switches. Hold on. Big lifter. He said basically you would have to flip 2 switches, leave them on for a while. Yup. Hey, big lifter, you got it. Yo, hit me on Twitter. Hit me on Twitter, big lifter, so I can get you this book. If you can't DM me or whatever, if you're not on Twitter, send me a direct message on YouTube, and then I can get you this book. Shout out to Big Lifter for being the contest winner today. That was pretty cool. That was fun. I may have to do another one at the end of the week. And shout out to Benjamin. Hey, y'all, tell Benjamin thanks. He's the one that donated the books. Benjamin Strum. Everybody, please tell him thanks. If you're in the chats or whatever, shout out to Benjamin. Everybody say thanks to Ben. All right, Dennis D. I need to add some switches to see STP and rapid Spanish tree work. Yo, Dennis D. You can get some switches for the low on Craigslist. Um, just make sure they work and make sure you're not running into no shiesty individuals. Just be safe at what you're doing. So I wouldn't spend no more than 25, 30 bucks on the Switch. Just being honest. You don't have to spend too much on the Switch. You can check that out. So let's see. Daniel loves with study problems. Okay, recommended book. Daniel Lines. I'm the type that reads books all the way through. That's just me. Everybody may not be like that, but if it's a book that I don't like to miss anything. I like to make sure I know everything, and that's just me. Let's see what Benjamin said. These Spanish tree is an amazing thing. We just switched off all our Cisco equipment here. We had to config error in our Spanish tree, and it shut down the entire network over 10 gig. Yo, Ben, yo, that sounds fun. Sounds to me like y'all had a broadcast storm or something. Yo, yo, that's fun right there. I've been through that. Man, hey, look, there's nothing like being in real live networks and something like Spanish tree doesn't work and your network is shut down or anything like that. I'm telling you, like you will get some of the biggest experience and life experiences in your life. You will be up under the most pressure in your life. But hey, if you fix it, it feels great. Now, if you're the one that broke it, never do it again. Take notes and realize what you did and don't do that again. Don't bring down sites, especially if you're a company that will lose millions of dollars per second and got to have those 5 nines. So definitely, there's no experimenting on networks. Make sure if you're in charge to implement something, you're in a development area somewhere or out of band network, and you know what you're doing before you're doing it, and you're also doing it after hours or whatever during your scheduled maintenance time. So yeah, don't experiment on your networks at work. All right, Dennis D. He said, "Shiesty, yes, shiesty." All right, let's see. Thanks, man. Yeah, Benjamin. Yeah, what kind of switches? I've only seen SCP work on packet tracer. Yo, Spanish tree works. Dennis D. Spanish tree works. Like, get you. I would say get 3 switches. If you really want to see Spanish tree work, you're gonna need 3 switches because one of those the switch will basically make a triangle, but one of the ports will be in blocking. And so that's how you're really going to see Spanish tree work. And then if you really want to get creative, set up some ether channels and and then VTP, and then you'll really see how switches operate. Because once you start dealing with VTP domains, implementing a VTP server, okay, with that being said, learning VTP, VTP version 2 and version 3. Version 3 operates great. Version 2 is still good, but you will see when you introduce new switches, you do run the risk of a switch trying to take over to be a VTP server. Now, VTP version 3, it keeps that from happening because you can set your VTP server as the primary server. So that's the reason to get iOS 15. But like I said, the goal is to learn the technology, learn the theory, and learn everything. So don't spend a lot of money on your switches. You just need to learn how things work and then go from there. Just start somewhere, and I would start cheap as possible. That's just me. All right, Big Lifter. I'll make a Twitter and message you, my man. Thanks, Benjamin. Yo, shout out to Big Lifter for winning the contest today. I got you, Big Lifter. Um, Benjamin too. It said Dennis D. I meant as in personally seen it. Okay. It's Everett. What other books you have for? Cool. Bring a laptop with a console cable and ask if you can run some commands like show version. Cool. Yeah. So it's my turn. But yeah, what Benjamin said, whenever you go on to meet somebody on Craigslist or whatever, make sure, I don't know about bringing a laptop. Yeah, you got to make sure you meet them in the right location. You got to really be careful with that. Be wise, be smart, take somebody with you. But like he said, run commands like show version. You run show version. That'll tell you what version of iOS is. Make sure it reboots. Make sure you can reload it. It comes up. Do a show flash to see what's all on the flash. I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You could put a layer 3 IP address or an interface VLAN IP address on it with a default gateway, and then take an Ethernet cable and see if you can ping through the ports or whatever, connect the Ethernet cable to your laptop, and put your laptop IP address in the same subnet as the switch, connect it to the switch, see if it pings to make sure the ports work. That's something else to think, because you oftentimes could get a switch that has bad ports on it too. So, all right. Cool. I think that's it. Hey, y'all, I really want to thank y'all for this live stream tonight. It's been fun. Like I said, I'm going to post this either later tonight or in the morning. I'm going to be on again tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central Time. I'll post on my Twitter what the topic will be. If you guys got any suggestions, hit the comment section below. Hit me up on Twitter if you guys got topic suggestions. And then also like this video. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. I thank you all for tuning in. Peace. Big Lifter, hit me up. Hit me up, Big Lifter.